Okay, so that took for fucking ever. I hate the way StreamYard does some of their stuff sometimes, and sharing can be a bitch. Anyway, I know some of you don't have Instagram, and most of what I do is on YouTube and Instagram now. It used to mostly just be on Instagram. Actually, that's not entirely true. When I first started doing anything online, it first started here on YouTube. But somewhere around 2014, I wasn't doing YouTube anymore, didn't have time to do it, was just taking pictures and was sending them to Blazor, and Blazor forced me to do Instagram. So what you see on Instagram is, mostly a result of him. Let's scroll back a ways. Commando Barbie pics. Yeah, there's sexy pics. Like, I've been doing crazy shit on there. So let's get back. Let's start here. So this is the China that I want to get. This is Ghost Rider in the dark. I really love that van. This is a barbecued face hugger. Those are videos. I actually look pretty good here, I think. Like, I dig the just woken up vibes. Uh, yes, that's actually me. Yes, that's actually me. That's the first picture I ever took for men, basically. I didn't have naughty pictures, and if you want guys, it really fucking helps to have naughty pictures. In fact, basically, if you're a fucking girl, because of today's day and age, if you would like dick, you need to be a porn star somewhat. Like, at least take decent pictures of yourself. The fact that I take pictures like this of me is what makes men chase me down the street. Commando Barbie. I like looking particularly unhappy there. It's all about facial expression. I can hold my face however I want. You'll see me looking very different picture to picture. I can look that different in person too. Fucking shapeshifter, bitch. This is just beautiful. I Please. That's all I gotta say about that. Clearly, the only way to settle this is with a full nude Jello fight to the death. Also, Ben Shapiro's sister is just Ben Shapiro in drag. Uh, we skipped over shit. Um, that's how I feel about the police. I will be a cop or whatever, but I want to be Judge Dredd and just give me a gun and pay me $300 a day and trust me to do what's right. Those are the only terms under which I will work now. You know, everything's a dildo if you're brave enough. This is actually a cool video, and I own the rights to it. So if you've never seen my other channel, Anthropology Nut, this is the best video on that channel. I did it while I was in college. I needed some place to store interviews and shit, and I was getting cool videos like this and videos of Navajo code talkers talking for 2 hours. There's two separate videos on there of a Navajo code talker talking that are about 45 minutes to an hour apiece. Really good shit. Uh, I did not make this. I just think it's hilarious. I I hesitate to think how big this would have to be a functional revolver. I don't know, maybe not that big because it's in 22. I guess it all depends on your caliber. Uh, my Joe Exotic pictures. I look kind of sexy there too. Ask Blair White who wore it better. I have like full porn. So like the fact that I have an Ahikao face picture should not surprise anyone. Um, Mexican food. Let's watch the Mexican food video. That should just look good. We put these on YouTube too. Uh, really good shit. I like Speedy Gonzalez. Uh, I made a whole video on my thoughts about the lots of things, but mainly me working for the feds after watching this. I was never a federal agent or anything like that. I was never even like officially employed by anyone. I got given some money and told to go take pictures and come back. And I did that a whole bunch of times until I had big bags of cash. Aunt Ray Ray's a pirate. I love this meme. When you were just a simple man, simple desires, living a simple life, but the government just won't stop trying to fuck you. The rig Hank is wearing there is eerily similar to the way that I set my shit up. I know it's just supposed to be an SKS bandolier or some shit, but like it's had its straps lengthened, so it's more like a belt than a chest rig, and it's the squarer pockets. It's not for his AK, it's for the fucking Type 63. Uh, Breaking the law. I didn't even write the fuck the police there. Somebody else did that. I just think that's a cool picture. Um, this is my grandpa. For those of you that have heard about him so much, he didn't wear that jacket much. We we still have. I don't have it. My mother has that jacket. These are my old cats. It's Patton in the gray and Rosie in the black. This is me at 630 pounds. Yeah. These are before and afters. Huh. Comments are weird. I like this one the best. This is the most recent one. Uh, that picture of me on the right was taken in 2012 or so. I was always at least kind of fat. So that wasn't as fat as I got, even. This is mm, height of dieting during transition versus me at 630 pounds. This was 2020, 2021, somewhere in there. And this was, fuck, this was like 2015, 2016, something like that. This picture is like, no, that wasn't 2015 or 2016. I retook that. Yeah, yeah, I got a new ID. That's 2019. So that's me at my heaviest. It's like, why doesn't that match up? Yeah, that's why. That is 2019 on the left and like 2020 on the right. So that's within like a year and a half of each other. That's what happens when you decide not to be fat anymore. Left here is 2017, 2016, somewhere in there, maybe even 2015. And that's definitely 2020 in the red. Actually, no, that might be 2021 now that I think about it. For me, everything after COVID is a blur. Talk about the what fors or whys of that, but you know, we didn't have to do anything, so we didn't do anything. And alcohol is fun. Weed is fun. Girlfriends are fun. Leave me alone. Uh, that's Rommel, my puppers. He's still alive. He lives with Nana. That's him through thermal. And then that's me. That's in the high end shit that I used to run. The stuff on my face in that cost about $12,000 just for the goggles. The mount that the goggles are on is another $600 or $700, and I'm putting all of that on $100 helmet because I was actually using the shit and I was making my own fucking helmet just like I am now. I wasn't quite as good at it then. I bought one that was already heavily modified. And that's where I learned a lot of what to do with Protex. Basically, between that and playing around with it afterwards, like it came with a night vision mount on it and a fucking chin strap on it and cut for comms. And I think it might have had some Velcro tape. Uh, what I did was basically gut the entire inside of it, rebuild it just like I did this one, and start adding shit to the outside that I thought it needed. And most of that was for counterweight. As soon as I figured out that I needed counterweight shit, that's when stuff started getting bolted to the back of the helmet because I'm like, my counterweight might as well be useful. And I had shotgun shells and an MS-2000 strobe on the back of that helmet. The shotgun shells I had were breaching rounds. So that should give you a hint as to what I thought I was going to be doing in that helmet. This is me in college. Jedi Clampett. May the wee doggy be with you. Wee doggies. Um, the helmet is just badass. I'm glad I've been taking pictures along the way. Oh, in case you didn't see it. Howdy, boys. I'm here to teach you shop class. I do legitimately have, like, world-class tits. They're amazing. Again, this is why men chase me down the street. Like, I occasionally I get shit from people that I don't know. I They don't like trans women. They don't like fat women at all. They're E Honda, and they're offended by my existence in the world, I guess. How could anyone love some big titty thing like you? Well, it's actually pretty easy. Most guys figure it out. All I like to do is get fucked and suck dick, and I have big tits. Who wouldn't like that? I actually have a cute ass too. That's I was talking to Simon Says Train. That's Big Tony from the diversity shoots, and we were talking about the pictures that I was posting, and I sent him a picture that was me bent over in a thong and a skirt. And I said that I had a secret weapon that I had yet to deploy, and he just laughed. I don't remember exactly what he said, but I send things like that occasionally because, like, I'm me. Modifying open Ls. The modifications continue. They're going well. The battle turtle was the moon the other night. Oh, that was a good shot. I wish I could get him without power lines. These are for my nephew. He's got a paratrooper and a marine, and I need to find some gear to put on the marine. At least like some mag bags for the Thompsons or something. I like that the marine has no gear, and the paratrooper looks like he is like jumping into D-Day because it's that dude is a Pathfinder from D-Day, and the marine is a hodgepodge of mixed together shit that I found in the attic. Uh, this dude, the Pathfinder, I bought in college because I wanted that action figure. I had always wanted it when I was a kid, and I never had enough money to just buy what I wanted. In college, I did. So I did. I don't need it, but like I got to unbox it. I got to play with it. I got to put all this shit on him. I've had my fun, basically. I like it. I like taking him out of the package. And my nephew, well, he gets to be real lucky in the future, probably. Um, these are the pants that I'm going to modify for combat. In case you were wondering what you should buy, this is what I would buy. You can get these in this brown duck. I don't know how this looks under night vision, but all that shit's fixable. Like, oh, ye of limited imagination. You think that, like, AR-01 or whatever tops have to be bought because fucking night vision can see it. Well, I hate to tell you this, but most things in life can be fixed with the proper application of spray paint. You're welcome. If something doesn't look good under night vision, spray paint it OD green or gray or some combination of the mix. Like gray at night really blends in under nods. So if your enemy is going to be wearing nods, wear gray. If they're not going to be wearing nods and you're going to be in day or night, that's OD green camouflage patterns of various sorts. But if you know, hey, we're just going to be hitting at night in urban areas or whatever, like gray, like battleship gray, it's great. Uh, so this is the bitch did mushrooms in the woods with. And she is hot. I don't know if we're gonna hang out anymore or not, but she was fun. If you were wondering what Rachel likes and likes to date, you're looking at it there. Like everything about it. My only issue is I like him to look like that and be hung and like to fuck. And that doesn't really happen much, but like that's why God made dildos. In case you didn't see what the comment said, it said trans women are men with tits. Yeah, that dude I've unfollowed, and to be honest, I think I'm getting ready to block him. It's one of those I've known him for years, and he keeps saying shit like that. In fact, why don't we just block him? Brass Daddy, if you're seeing this, you're getting blocked live during this shit. Fuck you, dude. Dude never leaves me a fucking positive comment. Okay, weirdo. So I took this while we were tripping balls. This is just accurate. All of these white light NVG and thermals help. In reality, the vast majority of the time at night, I'm probably going to be using none of those. I'm not going to be shooting wildly at sounds in the dark, but I'm going to be listening for sounds. And depending on the situation, if the situation is we're at a static fucking base and anything coming in front of us knows it's probably going to get dead, maybe it gets shot. Otherwise, maybe we use MVGs or white light to confirm what the fuck it is. But we're probably not just wearing that shit all the time. Unless, like, you are the person wearing the nods at the fucking perimeter patrol area or whatever. Like, there might be something like that where, like, yeah, it's night. We need one or two people in nods. You're those people. Get used to it sucking. Thermal is like, if you have a sniper Overwatch, thermal's real fucking useful, especially thermal on a bolt gun and a belt fed machine gun in a combo somewhere up high. You can own a large area. But like, when or where are you going to do that? I posted this. This is some other bitch I know. Just a nice ass. Guns. How hammered are you? Hammerhead shark made of hammers. This is my like long-term goals. And like this is one of those things like a lot of people don't get is that's all of my long-term goals outside of once I have that land, building shit on that land. But that's not going to cost a lot either. Like this is where like it always pissed me off talking to fucking E Honda and his California developer buddy or whoever the fuck that was. Cuz like it's legitimately it's two totally different fucking things. Like talking to them, oh, you can't build out there. That costs too much money. Well, all of the places they're talking about building, you need a fucking backhoe or some shit to grade the fucking land before you can even build. That's not where I live. Texas and Oklahoma is a completely different fucking place. And honestly, the way this country's going now, I will never live outside of Texas and Oklahoma. I'd rather live in Texas at this point, probably to be honest. But like, I kind of like the libertarian streak in Oklahoma. I sort of fit in here. I don't know that I'd fit in anywhere else. Uh, but the reason that my shit would be cheap to build is because I'm building a 1 or 2 room cabin. With a foundation that is well thought out and works, but it's low tech and cheap. Okay. And with a bunch of other shit like that, where like, yes, you could hire a contractor in California and have them build you a mansion. That costs a lot of fucking money. If you're willing to swing a hammer yourself and basically live in a glorified shed for a while, you know, you can do this shit. That's what my thing is. Once you have the 1 or 2 room cabin built, maybe you start working on the bigger house if you want that. Personally, I'm going to make my shit to where it's like individual cabins with like cool walkways because that's what I want. I'm making my shit different. But the other stuff on here is like a new PC. I smashed my last one. I kind of regret doing that, but like I don't know. I was having a moment with God, and I can't fully explain to you why the PC had to die, but it had to die. So we'll get a new laptop PC at some point. Might just get an Xbox. I don't know. The thing I might really do is get this laptop refurbished and get an Xbox. If I did that though, like the goal of getting the Xbox would probably be to have it in the van. But like with the way the Xbox works now, like fuck that. Need the internet to run anything, which brings us to Starlink. So who knows? One of the things that I like about my current laptop is that yes, it is older, but it actually has a big ass hard drive in it. It has a disk drive in it, and between those and an external like terabyte drive of some sort that I've yet to find or buy, I don't know. I think I could make this computer work. So new PC is debatable, but night vision, we all know about that. Grail knife. I want a really, really, really high end, nice traditional pocket knife. Like, look at the Case Tony Bose stuff. That's what I would like. They're like $500 pocket knives. Mac refurb, we just talked about that. Deer rifle. I need two deer rifles, I've decided. The first one is going to be a Hawken rifle. I want one. 50 cal. And the second one is going to be a 30-06 bolt action. And that is not so much a deer rifle as it is a anti-materiel rifle that can kill deer. I'm going to get the M2 AP rounds for it. And imagine having a bolt action rifle that could put a bullet literally through anything. Like, don't get me wrong, the M2 AP rounds from World War II have limits. But especially, I would get the longest fucking barrel I could. And we'll see. Like, out of an M1 Garand, I've seen it go through a couple inches of steel. So, that gives you a capability that 5.56 just doesn't. And a 30-06 bolt action is cheap. And I've been trying to think of, like, what is that, poor man's do everything rifle? And I keep coming back to a bolt action 30-06. And the reason that I keep coming back to that is because you need something to hunt with. It will do that. And things being what they are in the United States, the most badass round that you can get loaded is that M2AP. So getting that bolt action hunting rifle with a tactical stock on it and a longish fucking barrel, think of like the Mandalorian's fucking gun. That's how you would use that thing. I might even get a red dot on that. I don't know. Maybe like a 1 to 10. A 1 to 10 variable on that bolt action would be cool. We're eventually going to do some of that shit. That is a whole. I'm going to have to pour money into though, and like, I don't know. It's one of those things. I might get a fucking Ruger American. Jesus Christ. Turn that off. Might get a Ruger American and just run it for a while as is, and then modify it. Like start out with a red dot on it, work your way up to a 1 to 10 Vortex, and like maybe a Magpul stock. I don't know if there's another cheap kind of bolt action with a good trigger that shoots one MOA that's in 30-06 that has a longer barrel. I might consider that. Shotgun. I want a Mossberg 500 that I can swap barrels on. those guns that you're hearing, that those are of such low priority to me that they're on this still to buy list. Night vision itself is really kind of a low priority. The helmet isn't, because it honestly, the chances of you finding like a PBS 7 or 14 on some bombed out thing, that could happen. That's likely. Uh, Having shit set up to run it and knowing how to do that is a different ball game. And I'm kind of killing some time and energy and shit working on my helmet while figuring out where the money's going to come from for the fucking PBS 7. Samurai swords, that kind of just got thrown on there. I'd like a set of katanas. Like, the Balisong also kind of got thrown on there. That's going to get taken out pretty quick, though. I think I found a cheap one that I like that will fulfill that. Kukri, I pretty much got that figured out too. And armor, I pretty much got figured out as well. All of those are less than $150. So they kind of got thrown on there because I wasn't sure how much I was going to spend. And if I spent enough, they become, on the list with fucking new PC and land and night vision. Like, this is the shit that I have to save for. I've got so much other random cheap shit that I kind of need to get, just prep wise. Stuff for my own personal kit and stuff to go on my van alone, plus food preps that, like, this list is going to be difficult to touch, really. I'm going to touch it for night vision and land first. Maybe the Mac refurb, and like I said, all the cheap shit. And like the shotgun might be amongst the cheap shit. There is another shotgun that I have yet to get. I need to do that. Blazer's got a single shot shotgun of mine that I need to buy back from him. That's the first shotgun I need to do. Anyway, that's entirely too much time on that fucking list. But lists are badass. Helmet scrim. Don't let being broke hold you back. I love my bumper stickers, and that's what I was posting today. We'll get to that in a second. I really want this thing. It makes me laugh so goddamn hard. I'm not really sure why this exists, but it does. It makes me laugh so goddamn hard that there's a pink Vietnam War Remembrance license plate cover. I'm buying that shit. It's only $14. And then we have the back of my car as it stands. So, do something with your life that will make a mediocre white man angry. Made in Japan. And don't laugh, it's paid for. Caution, stay 100 meters back. And I didn't include the Mandalorian Mythosaur skull on the other side because I've shown it several times already. The caution, stay back 100 meters. That's a magnet, so it can come on or off. I think that's dope. The don't laugh, it's paid for. I took some 220 grit sandpaper and just sanded the fuck out of that paint and then put it on. We'll see how that stays. If it doesn't, we'll always wish it did. It feels like it's gonna stay though. It's a bumper sticker it's made to do that, I'm pretty sure. And I think roughing it up was the right call, to be honest. The right call was probably leaving it unpainted. I don't know. I really like to do something with your life that will make a mediocre white man angry. And I like the fact that I can take my fucking threatening bumper sticker on or off because, like, cruising around in my neighborhood, I might have that thing on. Taking road trips, I'll probably take it off. Also, in the end of the world, that fucker's gonna be on there. Because, like, literally, if you get that close to me, you're probably gonna get shot out of speculation. Maybe that's just me. Depends on how bad things are, I guess. Like, I assume when I say that, that literally, like, there are Russian paratroopers raining from the sky and fucking Mad Max people are eating each other on the street and fucking werewolves are fucking attacking Yankee and he's out of silver bullets. I really don't have a problem with mediocre white men. I have a problem with the fact that there's so many of them that have a problem with me. This is my full pirate kit as it stands. I don't know if the cuff case is going to get filled or not. Keep going back and forth on that. I know they're fucking heavy, and this thing's already heavy. I don't think I need fucking handcuffs on here, really, but it would be cool. It's like you're trying to walk a fine line between adding capabilities and not carrying too much shit. I think the cuff case is too much. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Would you carry handcuffs? I have flex cuffs already in my bag. I was thinking a set of metal handcuffs on your waist might actually be a handy thing to have. And tell me what you think about the Vietnam War placard. Fuck, it makes me laugh so fucking hard. I'll see you guys later. I gotta call my grandma back now. That's who the phone call was a minute ago, but it wasn't anything important, so I kept talking to you guys. I like the style that my channel has going. You don't see anything like this anywhere else on in anywhere really. Maybe it's just because like I'm like the ghetto punk or what. I don't know. Like I'm what happens when you leave kids alone in North Tulsa. They turn into some sort of version of Joe Exotic. On that lovely note, I'll leave you guys later. So I'll see you guys later. God, I am kind of tired. I shouldn't be tired. I've been talking too much to you. Bye.